like this. You could sit in this corner forever, right? It's like, but you can't go fast because your tires are bouncing while you're leaned over, which is very deadly. But they did fix this little spot here is really smooth. So this when you're right into it, eh? Yeah. So I stopped at Betty's gas station there, and they finally got those little tasty little meat sticks, those homemade meat sticks. They had them there, $1.50 each. I'm like, oh, I'll take 2. I'm like, that just made my morning right there. So I don't know the guy who makes it. He must make a killing on them. Like, I don't know what he would charge per meat stick. They sell them for $1.50 a piece. So he's probably selling them for at least 75 cents or maybe $1 a piece. And then they make 50 cents off them, make a couple of hundred at a time. You know, do that 2 stores. Man, you'd make a killing. You're just getting enough meat to do it though. But, you know, you'd be making enough. You could, uh-oh, there's not road work up ahead. I don't want that. Well, I do, but I don't. Oh, that's just a washout. I wonder if that was just from that big storm we got there, beginning of the week. Like, it had rained lightly all day, and then when my dad and I went to move the chickens, like, I worked all day. Well, not all day, but I worked about 4 hours that day, right, in the rain, and it was light rain that whole time. I get home, my dad and I are like, maybe we'll bring the chickens out to the chicken coop. The second we said that, he had poured for about 15 minutes as hard as it could pour, washed out my road. Yeah. Bad spot to not have the cones out. Especially on the blind corner here. There are people that drive through here so stupidly fast. And this big corner coming up here is like the big corner. Then after that then it kind of levels out a bit. But this one's fun on a motorbike, that's for sure. So what they're going to go around doing is probably like, dude, let's spray all the potholes. So just so I can remind you guys how many potholes there actually is. We're not going to fix them. We're just going to, yeah. So picture this on a motorbike. You can definitely go knee down here. You know, but you don't have to break the speed limit and whatever. You can go knee down there if you wanted. I don't do that because I don't do that stuff on the street. It's not so much that it's just illegal. It's the road. You know what I mean? Like, a racetrack can be pretty rough over time, but you know where all the divots are. You know what you can get away with. The street you can't, you know, like the highway you can't, right? And these are pretty sharp turns. People have gone into the guardrail here. People have gone into that. Just taking it too fast. Because it's kind of like two apexes there, right? And if you're not ready for it, yeah, I've seen trucks nearly clip that. They're just going too fast, you know what I mean? Like, no common sense. Like, you have to drive at the speed you can do, this vehicle can do, and what's the, you know, like this guy here. He's probably, if he's got a full load, he's bobtail, so he's going to be flying around that corner. Yeah, he went over the white line. Why? Because it hooks back. You know, you guys, you might remember there was a video where I was following a dump truck back on this road, and he was like going off the road like every like it was just. He had an Ontario plate, so they're not used. People from Ontario are not used I'll let you know how much everything cost me for today.